Hello again folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we had been to the Safari Zone and then defeated Koga at his own gym. And I went around and captured a couple of Pokemons, including the very rare Chansey. That was a pain in the ass. Scyther too. Mentisa. I'm proud of some of these nicknames. Some of them anyways. But yeah, we were about to head off to Seaform Islands, which is kind of a pain in the ass area to deal with. I will not lie. Because it is filled with water types and ice types and all those freaking typings. And of course, tentacles. Oh jeez. Might be one of the higher level tentacles I've seen so far. Yet, so far anyways. And again, I pretty much just avoid these mofos and their son of a crabbit. All these mofo trainers, because they're all water types and whatnots. I think there might be one or two that have a different typings, but generally speaking, water. Water, water, water. Water, 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 water. No. There we go. Dude, there we go. Already fought you. Already fought that gal. Ah, Seaform Islands. Yeah. Yeah. I don't necessarily hate this place. I just don't particularly enjoy it that much. Right, but yeah, as I said before, we'll need to use strength in order to get through this place. Don't even need to necessarily be here, but yeah, when you got Pokemons to catch, then it's probably a good idea to do the thing. Gotta catch them all after all. And yeah, there's also items to be found all over this place, but I have slowly developed that not need to pick up everything itis. Oh, right. Because we'll want to push you down. Oh, right. Gotta use strength again. There we go. Repel's effect wore off. This could have been a lot faster if the Repel's effect did not in fact wear off. Big Pearl. I don't even remember what other Pokemon... Oh yeah, Golbat. If I seismic toss this Golbat, is it gonna die? Not yet. We're gonna catch it, just so as I don't have to go evolving. Ultra Ball. Actually, I probably should keep all the Ultra Balls. But I can, considering what is in here. Yeah. The Bat Pokemon Golbat. This is prey with needle sharp fangs and drains over 10 ounces of blood in one gulp. That is quite a bit of blood. I'm mostly just going to attempt, more or less, to blitz through this place if I can. No, down. There we go. Yeah, I knew that there were other typings of Pokemon in here, just didn't realize it was going to be Golbatville. This is what I get for using a different controller again. Down here? Right. Oh, Golduck. Already got one. Aerial Ace. Heck you. Well, that would have sucked. Want to do it again, though. There it is. Karate choke. Gotta get them levels up after all. Let's see, was it this way then? Or did they just... I think I had to... nope, not another Ultra Ball. Super Repel. I really should have gotten more Super Repels though. I knew this place was going to be a bit of a trap. Yes, thank you. But God's help me. The sooner I get this place done, the better in my brain. Let's see, where was the stairs up? Over here? Maybe I should have resigned to using the manual, the map. The word is map. I'm probably gonna do the use of repels in later areas too anyway, so. Use strength, push it in. I believe this should lead, yes, right to this water. Which will take us right back to the entrance. Danger, fast currents. You don't say. I think I got some regular repels too. They're a little bit less effective, but it's fine. I seem to not recall. Oh, right, over here. We'll just use this because it is, in fact, a lot faster. They go down the stairs. Stairs, ladder, same difference. Case in point. Yeah. There we go. Now we're gonna save here simply because, yes, I don't want to have to do that ever again if I don't have to. Alright, we also now have this, which allows us to theoretically get to another part of the cave. So we'll push this, push that, push that, push this over yonder, that down, this over, that down. Wonderful timing for repel's effect to wear off because... And now we get an opportunity to capture one of the legendary birds. Of course we save. Yo! Go forth, Scarlet. Seismic, toss a bird. Music is a little different here. Wonder, is it like this for all the legendary birds? Took aim at Scarlet, so now that next attack is going to hit, whether I like it or not. Oh, missed. Makes it so as something happens, I forget what. Shrouded and missed. Get seismic tossed. Alright. Now we just need a Pokemon that can cause paralysis or sleep. Guess what I have neither of? And that is where we just kind of throw Pokeballs and hope. Even press down the A button to guarantee that it's going to happen. I think the reason why it's using agility repeatedly is the same reason that certain Pokemon in actual Gen 1 used it repeatedly. And that is, I'm a fighting type. The move is a psychic type. So clearly I'll be weak against agility. Oh, come on. There's the Ice Beam. Woo! Not even a crit. Stay in the damn Pokeball. Am I going to use the Master Ball for this? No. I think Mist makes it so as I can't inflict it with a status ailment. I might be wrong. Darn it. Yeah, had I really thought about it, I really should have brought some, at least a Pokemon that can put it to sleep. Or paralyze it. Paralysis would have been better. I'm only going to try to use all my Ultra Balls. I'm not going to go for all my Great Balls, too. Because that would just be silly, I think. There's a chance that I can catch it with my Great Balls. A very slim chance. God damn. At this rate, it's going to end up using Struggle against me. Which would be a hilarious way for your Pokemon to, for the Pokemon you're trying to capture, to deny itself of being captured. Alright, you're using Ice-type moves? Fine, we'll send out Aerial. She should at the least be resistant to those. Or not be super affected by them. Speed won't go higher. Alright, fine. We'll use a couple of Great Balls. If only because the color scheme on them is a lot more appropriate for an Articuno. I have an idea, but I don't know whether or not I have the TM for it. Get in the ball. God, it would be great if it ended up getting caught right there. I am only going to go down to 20 Great Balls. Then I'm going to reset. Damn it. Get the ball. I'm not worried about Aerial or Ivy's Poison Point, because Ice Beam is not a physical move. Or it's not a contact move. I think I gotta make, use that wording. Contact, not physical. And Ice Beamed. 3 HP. Good lord. Alright, one more Great Ball, then we're resetting. Alright. Give me a moment. Alright, we're back here. So, I think I have a TM that might cause paralysis. Stats, battle ends, poison. The one I'm looking for is specifically, I think, the Thunder one. I know that doesn't... Shockwave. Nope, this one's just can't be evaded. Heals only status ailments, attract, thief, steel wing, snatch. So this is how this video is gonna go. Just throwing ourselves at this goddamn Pokemon over and over and over and over again. Oh boy, okay. Try this again. Seismic Toss. I wonder how much lower I should try to get it. Wait, that one did less damage. Did it do less damage? I don't know. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't used agility yet. Alright, 3 seismic tosses, should be in critical. I'm not completely an idiot, am I? Because you have Ice Beam, Superpower, Dig, and Strength. Water Pulse might cause confusion. And we don't want... Can't really do any more Water Pulsing or damage attacks, so... It's pretty much just throwing Pokeballs at it until it stays in the goddamn Pokeball. Get in the Pokeball. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. And of course, it's going to prolong said fight by using weak moves I'm totally weak against. You might be saying to yourself, Dar, couldn't you just leave the place and then come back with a Pokemon that can cause paralysis? Yes. But that also will always also would take more time. I'm usually I swear to God, my guy. And Scarlet's down. We'll throw in Cleo this time. Mist wore off. Get in the ball. Stay in the ball. Damn it. These fights are among the worst if you suddenly find yourself unable to realize, oh hey, I forgot a very important thing about this fight. Namely, in that it's bullshit. Not that your speed matters with my Ultra Ball throwing. Ah, damn it. Literally had that moment of going, yes, yes. It always teases like that. And to think there's at least two other legendary Pokemon to worry about capturing in this version too. You son of a bitch. I think that's one of the other things about Pokemon that's always kind of bugged me is, legendary Pokemon don't feel that legendary anymore. Like what, back in the day you had the 3 legendary birds and Mewtwo, and then suddenly there's legendary dogs as well, which, okay, it's a new generation. And then after that there's a couple of dinosaurs. One of land, one of sea, one of air. What else was there after that point? Kind of starts getting hazy after that. Kind of goes to show just how much I actually paid attention to all the whole legendary hullabaloo. Yeah. Well, yeah, even back in the day, though, I'm not sure that I would consider the legendaries all that good, I suppose. I mean, every single time that I've ever heard someone else talking about their legendary Pokemon, they're like, cool, alright, are you gonna use it? No. I think I had one case of someone I knew that used a Zapdos for their team all the way through the rest of the game, and that was about it. Okay, damage variability here. Come on, please. Oh, you're gonna make me reload again. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna completely KO Ariel. 1 second, folks. I really should have thought about this. So I seriously do not have... Just making sure. Cut flies or strength. Flash, I can make it more inaccurate. Reduce its stats. Cause poison. I mean, I suppose I could cause poison. It's just that then I'm on a timer. Especially with that particular brand of poison that gets more potent as the turns go on. God, if Shockwave... Oh. I don't have any other moves that actually poison though, otherwise. That's one of the other butts. Alright. Seismic Toss. Admittedly, I could probably also see whether or not Cross Chop would do any good. Yeah, why not? Cover yourself in mists. Shrouded in mist. Get Cross Chopped. Karate Chop! Karate chopping in the hoping that it's going to be enough HP damage. Oh my god. This might be the run. It's less HP than it had before. Get Ultra Balled. Damn it. Yeah, this is going to be a while. Yep. That's still going to two-shot pretty much every Pokemon that I have. Except for Ace and Ivy. Ivy, both of those two are going to go down in one. Calling that right the F no. Because flying and ground type. To clarify for people that don't know. It's all about typing. Damn it. This is the irritating part of legendary Pokemon. I really don't want to have to reload again. But I will. Maybe I'll just keep it to after the Ultra Balls. I really should have also bought more Ultra Balls. Get into the ball. Get in the ball, Pikachu! Joke goes, sorry about the yawn. Gee, bus. You bitch. Oh, I should nickname you Ice Queen with how much you just played with my heart there. Ah, god damn it. I'm gonna run out of Ultra Balls again. I mean, unless this is the one in God knows how many chance. Okay. One more ball. Please. Yeah, okay. Kind of figured. 1 second, folks. Let me reload. Okay, trying this again. It's only been, what, 3 resets? It's fine. I vaguely remember coming to these isles back as a kid. Seeing the legendary bird saving in front of it and realizing, oh shit, 20 Ultra Balls is not going to be enough. Mind you, this was also the time when, you know, Ultra Balls just... I think Ultra Balls were also not as good as just regular Pokeballs. Man, that'd suck if that was the thing. Highly considering just cutting all this out, but... Alright. Critical. Ultra Ball, go. I'm looking to try to hold down the button to make sure that it's going to catch it. It does not. Why do I do this to myself? Yeah, okay. Great to think too. I still gotta go off to Cinnabar Island too. I mean, I could always just leave and then go the way from Pallet Town. That'd be the easier way to do things, I think. Get in the ball. Stay in the ball. You know what also kind of surprised me a little bit? What would it be? I guess seeing as the typings of the starter Pokemon are fire, water, and grass. For some reason, I think my brain had thought as a kid that they were going to be fire, water, and grass birds, not fire, electric, and ice. Get in the ball, please. I beg of you. Stay in the ball. See, it's because I said anything that I scared it, and it jumped out of the ball. I'm not going to nickname you. You're causing me at least 15 minutes of woe at this point. Nope, let's not toss out the Pokemon that is super weak against ice. Get in the ball. Damn it. Was that my last Ultra Ball? That was my last Ultra Ball. Give me a moment. Okay. I don't know how many tries we've done so far. I haven't cut anything. Just the loading part. Alright, Seismic Toss. Good damage, good damage. Seismic Toss. Oh, balls. I shouldn't be this tired from just trying to capture a freaking Articuno. And yet here we are. Born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. Get in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Damn it. This is fine. You know, I also used to believe that the level difference between the two Pokemon mattered. That might not be the case. It'd be neat if it was. I mean, it would mean that I would need to bring out like a level freaking, I don't know, 50 just to be on par with Articuno. The placebo effect of holding down A to keep that Pokeball closed. For those of you that also were raised on Gen 1 stuff, who else is all too familiar with holding down A or B or whatever button combination? And what was your button combination of choice? Again, mine was usually A. Sometimes I would flip over to B just for the shits and giggles. I'm not gonna throw the master ball. I'm not gonna throw the master ball. God help me, I'm not gonna throw the master ball. If I throw the master ball, I'm not sure why I'm all that about keeping the master ball. Quite literally one of the balls I typically don't use until like the very end of the game. Although I suppose this version of the game does have, in fact, some additional stuff that you can capture post-game. I don't know if you get any more Master Balls at that point, which would be, yeah, kind of less mystifying. Alright, that's all the great Ultra Balls. 1 second again. Oh my god. Oh. I went through basically all of my goddamn great balls for that. Jesus. One of the legendary bird Pokemon, the freeze Pokemon Articuno, with its long tail trailing behind. Its flying form is magnificent. No. You are not going to be getting a goddamn nickname. Woo. We're good. It's good. We're good. That only took like an additional 10 minutes of me pretty much just sitting there with my gob open, being like, oh god, how long is this gonna take? And now I basically have no more flipping anything to do with anything. Fun fact, until you get to the Victory Road, this is pretty much the best place we kind of have to leveling up. Oh wait, I think my auto pressing of A is off now. That might be one of the reasons why I was drifting. And that's not the way out. Where was the way out? Oh boy. What are we doing? I have repels. I want to get out of here. And at the least to Cinnabar by the end of this video. Let's see. Yeah, I had what? Freaking 26 great balls? Kind of amazed I did it with the great balls, but I just really did not want to reset again. Oh, max repels. And I forgot I bought a bunch load of those. Bunch load? I mean, that is correct. But buttload is a buttload, dar. Because buttload is a funnier word to say. But yeah, now this little area is calm. Don't ever need to worry about that little area again. Just trying to remember which way it is. I feel like these are something. But I don't care right now what they are. Yeah, does not help that I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll just make a quick little 30-minute video, catch myself a freaking Articuno, there'll be no problem. Ugh. Freedom. Alright. Let's get our asses to Cinnabar, ignore all the trainers on the way. Until then, save and call an episode. As not... Okay. That is an island, but it is not Cinnabar. Oh, if I go... Yeah, some of these trainers are a little weird. Like, some of them looked... The door's locked. Oh, I can't go in there yet. We are going to the PC. We are healing our Pokemons. We're going to save and call an episode because I do not want to do that again. It was like 30 straight minutes of me holding down the A button and praying. But hey, we have our first actual legendary, as much as I want to believe that the Arcanines are actually legendary types. They are sadly not. Yeah. Ice flying. It's still a rather small bird. And you consider they can learn fly, which allows you to ride it. But anyways, I'm going to save and call an episode here. When we return... That's all I got. We got Cinnabar. I'm gonna sleep. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I am enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.